Now, the pH is actually a scale from 0 to 14. And remember, the H in pH is referring to the concentration of hydrogen ions in a solution. Now, to reiterate, I told you that the pH of our blood was around about 7.35. So around about, let's change the color quickly. 7.35, which is around about here. In actual fact, there's a range between 7.35 and 7.45. So that's the range right there. It's a very tightly regulated thing, is the hydrogen ion concentration. Between there to there, 7.35 to 7.45. Let's write that down. 7.35 to 7.45. What did I also tell you? I also told you that 7.4, which is the average of 7.35 and 7.45, is equivalent of a concentration of 0.0000004 molar of hydrogen ions. And that's because it's what we call the negative log of something. Let me just highlight to you this scale and how the scale works. If something is of a pH of 7, it actually means that its concentration of hydrogen ions in that solution is 0.00000001 molar. If something is of a pH 8, it means it's 0.00000001 molar. If something's a pH 6, it's 0.000001 molar. Now, can you see what's actually happening here? What we're doing with the pH scale is it's moving by base 10. Every time you go from a single pH of 1, so let's say going from 6 to 5, it becomes 10 times more concentrated. Let's finish this off first. pH of 2 is 0.1 molar, a pH of 1 is 0.1 molar, and a pH of 0 is 1 molar. Now, we can go all the way up to the top, but the point I'm trying to highlight to you is going from 0 up to a higher value on the pH scale, things get less concentrated. Remember, it's all about the concentration of hydrogen ions. As you go up in the pH scale, the concentration goes down because it's the negative log, the negative base 10. As you go down on the pH scale, things become more concentrated. In actual fact, 10 times. So what I'm saying is, when somebody's got a pH of 7.35, 7.45, it's a narrow range. And if you go down to a pH of 7, which is that concentration, and then jump to a pH of 6, it's 10 times more concentrated. There's 10 times more hydrogen ions. It's like saying the pH of my blood is 140 molar of sodium ions, and then all of a sudden I'm going to 1,400 molar of sodium ions. That person would be dead. So slight changes in pH actually result in drastic concentration changes of hydrogen ions in the body.